Oh my God, I am so excited to welcome you guys to the end of your epic road trip from Karachi to London in what, 12 days or was it, or something like that?
18 days. Today's day 18.
Day 18.
We got here yesterday, day
my
17.
goodness. Just in time for the Petrolheadonism Underground live show here at Wembley. This is where we're meeting at the moment. And unfortunately, the car is in the car park, but we'll put some footage in of the car park. The Shehzadi. That's what we're calling it now,
That's
right?
what we call her, Shehzadi. Shehzadi means princess.
Yeah. Well, my name is Shehzad, so I should know that, right? So tell me about the journey. Tell me what inspired the journey to start with.
Well, thank you.
Oh, first of all, you should introduce yourselves as well. Although if you've been watching the vlogs, you should know who these guys are. But just introduce yourselves as well.
Well, my name is Liaquat Malik, and I'm from Karachi, and he's our captain. Not captain, astronaut.
Ghazanfar Agha from Karachi as well.
My name is Amir Butt. We were together, all three of us, had a brilliant time.
So we drove out of Karachi 18 days ago.
So what inspired you to do this, first of all?
So we were originally planning to do a road trip to Russia,
Yeah.
to St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
It was originally Karachi, St. Petersburg, myself and Liaquat Malik and a few
Right.
other friends. But because of the war and some disruptions,
Yeah.
last moment it got cancelled.
Yeah.
And 3 days before we were supposed to leave, we decided to take the left turn instead of the right one. We indicated right and we turned left. And we just started driving to London instead. And we decided to take a route which had never been done before.
Well, this is it. Before you get into that, because first of all, when I saw you doing this trip, I was absolutely astonished because I wasn't aware that you're doing the trip, and I'm like, whoa, hang on, what's this? All of a sudden, And secondly, when I saw your route, because you're talking about the war in Russia, but of course, globally we have issues all over the world at the moment. But you drove through Iran.
Iran was fabulous.
Really?
I think Mr. Malik will tell you.
Well, yeah, Iran, I think one of the best, finest time we had, that was in Iran. Great route, and the people are good. Food was great, and amazing. I mean, well, of course, people talk a lot about, you know what I mean. But Iran is a fabulous, beautiful place, and I suggest everyone you should take a trip to Iran.
And it's safe to go there? Because, to be
very
honest,
safe.
like when we're sitting here in the UK, the sort of impression that we get in the media is like it's a no-go zone. You know what I mean? That's the sort of how it's portrayed here.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's the other way around. People are so friendly. Even, they gave us free diesel.
That blew my mind.
Yeah. And
How are you getting
a
free
guy
diesel?
who was going to another city, he turned around and he was with us for almost 1 hour to find the diesel, and he pumped it by himself and free.
So
amazing.
nearly 200 liters of diesel,
Right.
and you can calculate that in pounds and pennies.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. Yeah.
200 liters of diesel, and like I said, the people were extremely hospitable, and the roads were incredible.
Yeah.
If you've seen our video, I've said that anybody who wants to go drive anywhere in the world, this is the place to drive.
Yeah.
Snow-capped peaks, fabulous roads, free diesel,
Yeah.
and you can just keep moving. And
So what about the realities of doing a trip of, like, how many miles have you done? You've done nearly 10,000 miles now to here. 10 kilometers.
82 kilometers short
Right.
of 10,000.
10,000
We clocked
kilometers.
10,000 today before we
Wow,
leave.
that's amazing. So 10,000 kilometers. What's the logistics of driving for that time and that distance? I mean, how many hours a day were you driving? Does it get tiring? I mean, how did you organize that?
So generally, we tried not to drive at night.
Right.
We did only 3 drives at night, which were conscious efforts. We left around late evening after sunset, so that we clear the border at night. We heard that the border was congested, and rightly so. It still took us 5 hours
Wow,
just
yeah, I
to
saw
clear
that,
the
yeah.
Iran-Turkey border. It was a nightmare, and that was the toughest border to
Yeah.
clear. And then the second night drive we did was getting into Istanbul.
Yeah.
We left Ankara after sunset because we've done that stretch many times,
Yeah.
and we needed to make up ground. And the third stretch that we did at night was basically we drove into London.
Yeah.
No, we drove into Paris.
Yeah.
We drove into Paris from Salzburg at night. Otherwise, we did daytime drives. We used to leave around noon to 12:30, 1. Rise late, have a lovely breakfast, enjoy the weather. We've had incredible weather. Today's
Yeah.
day 18.
Well, they brought the weather here because, as I was saying before, it's been raining constantly in the UK, and just yesterday it stopped raining, so it must be you guys.
My wife has been upset with me. She says every morning I watch your video and you say it's a beautiful day in a lovely city. So how many lovely cities will you go to? And Amir Butt will tell you they made a list yesterday. We've done something like 21 or 27 cities.
Well, Amir, tell me this, the fact is that they say that with a journey like that, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
That's
and
true,
obviously
that's
you stopped at these amazing places and you looked at the history and looked at the culture.
That's
What was the highlights for you?
You know, each and every bit was very interesting. We saw the historical places, their culture, art, architecture, and it was all very inspiring. And all the way, starting right from Iran and Turkey, and I was so much impressed by Bosnia,
Yeah.
the old town which we visited, and then Montenegro was out of this world.
Yeah.
So the entire experience was exhilarating,
Yeah.
fantastic.
And the thing is, you did it at a very interesting time because you came through some of these earlier countries, like where people don't expect there to be so much Islamic culture, and it was in the middle of Ramadan with Eid and everything coming up. So you really got to experience some of that as well.
That's true. That's true. We saw people fasting and breaking their fast, and then going to the mosque, offering all their rituals and prayers, and
Yeah.
so it was.
And I
Very
saw in
nice.
one of the vlogs you got to dress up as well, and you had swords and stuff. What was all that about?
That was the city of Bam. It's a citadel called Arge Bam. So they offered us to wear those the dress which
Yeah.
in medieval times those noblemen used to wear, and we posed with them. So it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
That's amazing. And I saw when you went to the birthplace of Alexander the Great and then Mother Teresa, and then you stood from saint to sinners. I thought that was brilliant. It's a great opportunity to explore the history, right?
Yeah,
of these
yeah,
places.
indeed it was. And I mean, well, as he said, that travel teaches you a lot.
Yeah.
And what a contrast, Mother Teresa and Alexander the Great.
Hence, I put the title Saint to Sinners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
saint to sinners,
yeah.
exactly.
So one was killing and the other one was saving. And frankly speaking, we were not aware also that it was the birthplace of
Yeah.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
I mean, it was such an honor for us to be there. And the city is incredibly beautiful. I mean, well, I can only say that you guys must go. And you very rightly said, like, I mean, for example, Kosovo
Yeah.
or Montenegro,
Yeah.
we think that they are heavily influenced by the Ottoman and Turkish
amazing, yeah.
influence. But I see one very good thing: harmony
Yeah.
among the people. There's nothing, you have no tension, or I mean, you feel very comfortable.
Yeah.
And people are very nice. Food is great, scenery and history.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's again honor that we went to the city called Azad.
Yes.
Yes, which is for the Parsi people. I mean,
oldest
the oldest.
Yes, that was where the towers were.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
extraordinary.
the fire is still going on since 1500 years. I mean, this you can see only
Yeah.
when you drive.
This is the thing about driving instead of like flying, isn't it? Because when you're flying, you miss all of these sort of things. But when you're driving, you're exposed to them
Excuse
all,
me.
right?
Well, we were flying.
All right. And actually, well, talking about that, talk about the logistics of actually driving. Actually, before that, why Shahzadi? Tell us what is Shahzadi and why did you choose that specific car?
So we were originally coming. We were, like I said, we were going to Russia, and we were going in a Revo, which is a couple of years older than this one. And Liaquat on the last day said that let's swap this for that. With hindsight, he's got a fantastic Land Cruiser LC200 back home,
Right.
which we should have used,
Right.
given the fuel logistics and the fabulous roads that we had. But we were a little worried that car may not have been as tough as the Hilux was.
Yeah.
And I named her Shahzadi because she behaved like a princess.
Yeah.
We took care of her and she
Yeah.
rewarded us well in return.
Yeah, I noticed that at several points you made sure that you serviced it and you changed the oil and everything like that just to be sure. But there wasn't any issues with the car.
Not a single hiccup.
Yeah.
Not a single hiccup, not a mark, not a hard brake in 10,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
We did not brake hard once. We did not come close to anything once. We did not have a hiccup once. We changed our filters. We looked after the car. I changed the air pressure once
Yeah.
in Tehran. And since then, I haven't checked the air pressure.
Wow.
And she's just kept going.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So Shahzadi
Toyota,
was
right?
because obviously we were giving a lot of love and respect, where she's looked after us. And this car was a last minute pickup.
Right.
The filters weren't fully changed. We didn't have stock supplies. Surprisingly, we drove out without a stock spare air
Yeah.
cleaner, fan belt, anything.
My goodness.
Anything. And she's driven every single day. We've been to 27 cities that we've actually lived in or stopped for a decent while in. And like Liaquat said,
Are you going to drive back in it now or what's going to happen to the car now? Hey, are you enjoying this video? Then make sure you hit the like button. It's very important. Plus, comment, share, and make sure you're subscribing.
So the car is going to be shipped back.
Okay.
We had two options. Like I told you, the original plan was for Russia. We were considering leaving the car here, flying back and then coming back in a few months, going from here to Helsinki,
Right.
and then from there to St. Petersburg, driving down Russia, getting out in Tbilisi, going to Baku, Azerbaijan, and then coming down Iran, back into Pakistan. That would have completed the loop. That still remains on the plan, but for now, I think we might ship the car back to Pakistan and then ship her back here again and restart the journey in a few months. So we are weighing our options, but the car for now is in London, and we are considering sending her back home.
How does it feel to have started, 18 days ago in Karachi, and now you're standing here in London on the top of this car park talking to me in Wembley?
It's very, 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 very exciting, and the whole journey was very interesting. And this is the climax of it. That we are here at the car show, and we thoroughly enjoyed it.
What was it like to spend all that time, the three of you? Because, one of the other things they say that, as good as friends as you might be, that amount of time locked in a car together, how did you manage to pass the time? I know
Well-
there were a few singalongs, I saw that.
A lot of people are jealous, No, fantastic time. God is great time, and we had fun.
Yeah.
Just we are not as good as he is when when on the wheels. The speed, that was the only issue. But
I should just add for the people watching, you're founder of Motorsports, founder of Motorsports Club of Pakistan, which is this here, and you participate in rallies and road rallies and races and all kinds of stuff. I'm sure you got
Everything motor. If it's got wheels, we're doing it. We do karting, we do off-road racing, we do on-road racing, we do autocrossing, we do classic car motoring, we do cross-country driving across Pakistan, we do international drives. We do one international drive every year for the last 5 years. And like Liaquat said, my dad commented yesterday that 17 days, 24 hours a day we were together. We weren't separated for even a single hour. In 17 days we've spent. Even families and the best of friends can develop differences. And I must compliment Liaquat Malik for his tenacity and patience, and Amir for his temperament that they put up.
Wives and girlfriends are getting jealous. And the thing is that we were listening to good music, we were singing, and we were reciting poetry and jokes and gossip and so many other stories we were sharing. So the journey was very interesting.
I was telling him that we are all important. So I gave him example of the engine. In the engine, you have a big block, you have a small part, you have very tiny little part. But if one is missing, it can't move. So we were very well synchronized.
Work together,
work together. And it worked out.
So just finally, what would you tell other people? Like, for example, I think about a journey and I procrastinate and I think, what about the cost and the journey time and where we're filming and where we're going to stay and all these things run through your head and the safety and security and all this. What would you say to people that are thinking about it or whatever?
Well, first of all, you have to have a will. That's all. That's all you need. If you decide, you have a will, then you have a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, that's all I would say, because you can plan months and months and you can't achieve anything unless you have a will. So we had a will, we started, and then we had a Superman with us. So everything worked out very, very well.
Astronaut.
And it's very easy. Once you're on the move, you find a way. And now the world is so advanced. We have technology and Google and everything. It's much easier, and everybody's connected. It's very easy, and I would insist that everyone should go at least not that far. Start with 1 or 2 countries, and then gear up.
Wow, road trips rock.
So I must add that a very important question that you asked, and further to Liaqat's response, he was the only one in this world who said, we are doing this. There are a lot of people who came on board, went off board, came on board, and they dropped out. And every single reason I was given for not doing this journey, nobody encouraged me. Not one person.
Really?
People said that you're going through Pakistan, Iran, the border situation is bad.
Yeah.
You will have hours and hours, 18 hours of wait. You will never be able to make it into Iran. Then they said that the Iran situation is bad. You're going to struggle for diesel in Iran. You will not be able to make it into Iran. Getting out of Iran, it's the Nowruz, the New Year's coming up. You will have immense traffic. You will not be able to make it into Tehran. You'll be stuck for hours and hours, and you'll be miserable. I was told it's too cold. You will not be able to make it into Europe. Europe is frightfully cold right now. Don't go into Europe. I was told it's Ramzan. Don't go into Turkey. You will have nothing to do, and it's going to be miserable, and you're going to struggle there. I was told every single reason, from weather to traffic to geopolitics to everything. And day 18 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we did not have one single setback. We did not end up wasting 1 hour unscheduled. We were ahead of the curve continuously. There were people helping us. And when we left Quetta, I told Amir Butt Quetta morning, I told him, when we finish this journey, you will either believe in God and destiny or we will be dead. I quote you the exact words. And I can tell you that the stars aligned. He said something yesterday, that the stars aligned us for this journey. Because like Liaquat said, we had the will. And we did not look back. We arrived in Quetta. We moved on to Quetta. We kept moving. We were told 3 o'clock the border will close. We had to fly. You've seen day one's video. We made it to the border. In Tehran, the guy got up from the counter and he went away. And he said, come back at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was noon.
Oh my God.
Sorry, it was midnight. We went and we spoke to the guy. We managed to convince him. The US dollar helped and some of us helped. And we managed to cross over. The guy at the Turkish border told us, why have you come here? We don't want anyone coming from Pakistan.
Oh
we
my
don't want a car
God.
from Pakistan coming. We went through that ordeal.
Excuse me. Oh.
It was just the will. Like he said, we were unstoppable. We had this in our head. We cannot be stopped no matter what comes our way. We will keep moving.
Something about Alexander, you mentioned that he came on.
So Alexander came to the subcontinent on a horse.
That's right.
And he said, we are coming back to you on a Revo. And we're going to come back and we're going to conquer Macedonia. It doesn't matter.
One thing that you said several times, even when you had minor setbacks or whatever, you would just shrug and say, well, God is great, let's see how it goes. And I just thought that was such a fantastic sentiment. You know, it's just like we put ourselves in the hands of God, and we've decided to do what we're doing, and we'll just see how it goes.
If you don't have that can-do attitude, if you don't have that attitude that we're unstoppable, it would have been impossible to be here. And the route that we took, we did not have any hotel booking, we did not know any map, we did not know which city. Every single day, we planned at 6 o'clock in the evening. 6 o'clock in the evening. Where are we going to stay tonight? This city, next city, where, what not. And we were ahead of the curve. So we managed to put in places like Kotor. We went to Badvu and Kotor in Montenegro. Like they said, Montenegro was incredible. It wasn't, those cities weren't originally on the plan. We ended up going to Paris. We spent a lot of time in Paris and we've got some incredible memories and footage from Paris. The only reason we were able to do it is thanks to these two gentlemen. They did not say no. They did not say no to me once. Not once did they say, okay, enough, let's stop, we need a break. Istanbul was the city we spent a whole day in, and Tehran was the only city we spent 2 nights in. So I think it was the strength that these guys, the energy that they brought into the car. We just kept going.
Absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys check out their vlogs as well, the daily vlogs that they've done. It's on your YouTube channel.
Accelerate with SGA.
Yeah, and
Accelerate with SGA.
I would just like to recognize your achievements today with a small gesture on behalf of the brown car guy, with a little trophy that I'd like to present you guys. There you go. Karachi to London 2024 Epic Road Trip Award. Well done, guys.
Shahzad, we watch your channel regularly, and he's on the MCP platform. Motorsports Club Pakistan is one of the oldest clubs in Pakistan, motoring clubs. And you see, I'm wearing this my 2007 racing T-shirt from Chalmaksi.
I know he picked up on that. I just saw in the video. It's a 2007.
And the reason I wore this is because it has my Pakistan flag. And we are proud ambassadors of Pakistan across the world. Our flag is on our car. I had the flag flag out in front of Big Ben last night. We had it out of the front of the Eiffel Tower. You saw the flag in Istanbul. We carry Pakistan with pride, and we want people to know that Pakistan is a great place. We have 8 of the top 14 peaks in Pakistan. Come to Pakistan. This world that we've driven, Pakistan is as good as any one of these countries. Come see Pakistan. The northern areas, the roads, the coastal highway, Gwadar, Karachi, the motorway to Lahore and Peshawar is absolutely brilliant. You will have great hospitality, great food, and it's one of the cheapest countries in the world. Come to Pakistan.
You heard it here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go and check out their vlogs, and more to come. Stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so
Pakistan
much, guys.
Zindabad.
Pakistan Zindabad. Sorry to interrupt the video, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. In the meantime, I wanted to tell you about this. It's my first novel, The Ulez Files. It's all about cars. It's for you guys. Get your copy now at Amazon.com. So there you go. So you're off again, you guys. Honestly, like you're short stop in London, and then you're on your travels again. All of you.
9,910 kilometers.
Let's have a look.
9,910 kilometers from our house in London. We live on the same street. And 515 kilometers since we left Paris yesterday morning.
That's amazing.
So
amazing.
It's been a journey of a lifetime.
It's been an incredible journey, and it's been so inspirational to see you guys here. Especially like you're like superstars, you know, because I've been watching your videos every day for the last few days now, and I'm like, oh my God, these are celebrities we're going to go and meet
You're
today.
a superstar. We're taking a leaf out of your book and learning from you.
You're doing an amazing job. So anyway, Godspeed, onward journey wherever you guys are going, and can't wait to see what the next adventure is going to be.
Thank you very much. More adventures coming up. The next adventure is Hub Rally. We are racing on the 20th, 21st weekend in Balochistan. So we're going to do some off-road racing, from cross-country driving to hardcore four-wheel drive off-road racing.
Shout out time, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, if you enjoy my content, why not get involved? Buy me a coffee. You can do that at either of these links. Or if you're watching on YouTube, buy me a thanks or take out a membership. It all helps. It really does.